Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So, starting with Euro USD as we usually do, and yesterday we highlighted this triangle that was forming, got a proper break of the triangle, and we have sort of headed into an area of resistance. Now, remember, those of you who've been watching for a while, we've been from August, we had the sideways price action before we actually had the decent drop through it. So we're back in this area. So big down, big up, big confusion at the moment. Oscillators grouping to the upside at the moment. Not sure I want to be continuing long at the moment. And if we just get down to the hour, you can see there was our break. Nice solid move yesterday to the upside. But watch my oscillators here on the 1 hour. This is indicating that there is more upside to come. And if I look to the left, there is the support. So we're back in this range that we had a couple of weeks ago. And we are now looking to see if we can find support here. So to be quite frank, I would look at the 15 minutes during the open. And if you can get support off any one of these tails here, I don't think we're going to go down that far, but anything in the region of 0.99340 or this, let's go there, 0.99509 would be an opportunity to buy. I'd be looking for a price action though, so I'd want to see inside bars, engulfing bars or pin bars on this level, and then take a trade on the top of the structure with a stop below. So you're going to have a really tight stop loss, about 150 points, 160 points, 200 points roughly. And your target at the moment is this one area again. And you can see that's exactly where we, well, not quite exact. Yeah, exact. We got to one dead and then we went sideways. That is a massive area. Remember the one area we battled there for many weeks. You can see it started in July, and then again the whole of August, September has been playing around on that level. So I don't expect us breaking higher than that just yet. I expect us to bounce around in this area again. So for me, low time frames, pay attention to them. You may find opportunities to trade in this range if you are a range trader. I'm not, so I would be ignoring this at the moment until I see better structure. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. Big down, big up, big confusion properly here. Let's just get the 8-hour view first. So range bound, dropped below the range, came back. Look at the oscillators. You know, they sort of lining up for an acceleration to the upside. So not quite what we're expecting looking at Euro USD. So big range bar, big up and down. I mean, this is what's happened this morning. Look at yesterday, gap down, ran up, test. It's just all over the place for me at the moment. So if we can reject this area here, and I'm not so sure about that. So you probably got a 50% of this range as well, and you got a gap above here. So bottom line is I expect us to basically range as well here. We're probably just going to muck around in this range. So sit on hands for me. I don't think I want to be playing there. Moving on to pound, British pound, Japanese yen, and we sort of continued to the upside. We have broken through a little bit of structure here, but you know, as I said last week, this big down, big up, crossing the moving averages like this is not something I like trading. So if we look at the 1 hour, good possibility for some structure here. Looking at the oscillators as well. I'm just going to get the level in here. So that would mean something in the region of 164. If we can get some support there, then I would expect us to come up and close that gap at least. Could be a channel forming here, a wider channel should I rather say. There it is there. So if we start dropping below this line of 164, I'd expect us to start coming and testing some of these previous lows lower down. So yeah, I think London breakout strategy is probably the best one. Look for the first 8 1 hour bars, draw your range above top and bottom of that. If you break above it on the 15-minute, you want to be trading up for the height. Basically, your target is equal to the height of the range. And if you break the downside, same thing the downside. But I suspect you're probably going to try and find support here if we do get there. Alternatively, what we're going to see is a break above the close, which is right here, and we're going to find support for a continuation in this channel. If that happens, I would get in, put my stop sort of below the channel as soon as we're up in an area where a little bit of a pullback and start moving up. So the first swing low, I'd move my stop up below that and just hang on to it for a bit to see what's going to transpire, because it could be, it could fizzle out up here, or it could be a real strong attempt to try and get through all of this. But the other alternative is take your profit somewhere in the area of 166319. But what I'm seeing here, shooting star, another shooting star forming hanging man, that's not conducive to me at the moment. So take that with a pinch of salt. I'd have been on the lower time frames to see what's going to happen. But looking at the 8 hour, I would rather be waiting for a better structure somewhere down here to try and buy off to see if it's going to move back up. That's 162,489. So yeah, I think another one where I am more than likely just going to ignore it, sit on hands. But if you are so inclined, there is an opportunity here for a long scalp back up to this area here, 166,319. Moving on to Euro British Pound. Big up, big down. Oscillators group to the downside, bit of support to the left. Is it support, or are we going to continue to the downside? There's no clear signal here, and this is just politicians not knowing what to do. So that's why we've got this. So for me, this is also ranging at the moment, and I have no interest in this, to be honest, right off the cuff. Not even going to bother looking for opportunities. If you are going to short, you probably want to be shorting off 087582. And if you are going to be buying, you're probably going to be buying off 086779. Until one of those levels go, I'm not interested in it. So that is range bound as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, that's it for me on Forex. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.